Brittany. Courtney is a junior accounting major at UK. She is a first scholar and serves as the faculty staff connector for that program. After graduation, she plans to attain a Master of Accounting and become a CPA. She enjoys dancing as part of the Wildcat Cloggers. We're very interested in hearing all about the First Scholars Program. I mean, you've been a member of it, you sort of are a staff member of it. Explain to the audience what it does.
Well, I started out as the first class that was ever at UK.
Which was last year?
No, which was in 2010.
When you were a freshman?
When I was a freshman, yeah. And it was really new, just kind of seeing how it went, you know. It started out, it's a really close family is what it is. And throughout the program, you get more responsible for playing a part and actually helping the growth of the program. And it really helps because that first year is a hard transition for a lot of first-gen students. Mm-hmm. And so not placing a whole lot of responsibility on the incoming freshmen, it helps and it creates that family atmosphere. And you have your mentors throughout your freshman and sophomore year. In your junior year, you start to become more responsible for the roles that the program needs.
Mm-hmm. And you came from which hometown?
I'm from Frankfort, Kentucky.
Okay. And really didn't have a lot of role models that had been to the university, at least in your family.
Right.
And that's what qualified you for the first generation program.
Yes, sir.
And how many people were in your cohort group your freshman year?
There was 20 students.
20 students.
10 girls and 10 boys.
I'll say. And from all over the state, I'm assuming.
Right. You had to be from Kentucky.
Yeah. It's a very interesting program. All of us here at the table have been involved in the first generation program of one sort or another, and it just seems to be a highly successful program.
It is. It's very helpful for students.
Yeah, high retention rates of the students that participate in it because I guess of what you mentioned, bonding together, mm-hmm. being able to rely on one another and having friends
right.
As a result.
And that family atmosphere that it creates the first year for you, it gets you here, and by making you responsible you're responsible, you can't just quit and go back home. It keeps you here.
Yeah, that's good.
It does what it's designed to do.
Wonderful. And we've got a large number of cohorts going now. I guess we started our third one last fall.
Right.
Would that be right? Mm-hmm. And then we're looking forward to the next group coming in mm-hmm. August. Yeah. Ben, you're involved mm-hmm. with that program quite a bit as Associate Provost for Undergraduate Education. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it from your perspective?
Well, it's a remarkable program. It builds on success that we had here at UK with the Robinson Scholars Program, mm-hmm. which targeted 29 counties in eastern Kentucky. Because of that history, we attracted attention from a national foundation, the Suter Foundation, who provided some scholarships and some other funding for staff for the first gen program. It's remarkable in the way that it has a holistic attitude towards student retention, that they very carefully map out the way that they are going to have conversations with students to mentor them over mm-hmm. the 4 years. They start off with some tests that help the students understand what their strategic initiatives are. They help develop those strategic initiatives, help them understand what kind of careers and majors that they are suited for, and gets them the resources to continue through here. It's remarkable in that they've had a near 100% retention success over the 3 years of the program.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's very few other kind of cohort groups that can actually claim that.
Very few, especially for students who face some of the challenges that first-generation students do. As you alluded to, not having someone in your immediate family who understands how to negotiate some of the complexities mm-hmm. of a university, well, that can be detrimental to students. And having people on campus who are aware of that, that's part of the good part of this program.
Yeah, and there's a lot of programs going on at UK where we try to involve students in engagement and other co-curricular activities. And I do want to return to First Scholars in just a second. And admittedly, I'm a first-gen mm-hmm. student. No one in my family had gone to college. I think just about everyone after that decided to do so. But it was a challenging time.
Mm-hmm.
I happened to be on the debate team whenever I was an undergraduate.
Brittany,
sort of a built-in this show is about student success, and you've really represented the first gen program very well as a piece of that. As you think back over the last 3 years, what are some other aspects of your college career at UK that you could identify that would represent student success?
There is an accounting club. There's clubs within every college that really, they're small. I mean, the students in the college, there's a lot of them, but there's so many clubs that each student, I think, you know, your freshman year, as part of the First Scholars Program, we were required to go to so many meetings and do so many things for social events. And I went to some accounting club meetings, and it's small. There's probably around 30 students in there. And you get to meet future employers, possibly. And and that was appealing to me, and so it kept me going there. And there's lots of clubs that you can be involved with. There's a First Gen club that has also been a part of my success here. And working with the faculty, honestly, I remember when I was an engineering major at first, and I talked to one of my teachers, and she sat down with me. She was very personable, and we just talked, and she helped me figure out what I wanted to do. And that is one big thing about student success is the faculty.